Welcome to Lighten Up Talk Radio with Michael and Lee. Join us with topics that wake up the connection to your soul. You can listen to us at lightenuptalkradio.com. Hello, listener friends around the world. It is Wednesday, August 22nd, and we're broadcasting here from Dandridge, Tennessee. It's another episode of Lighten Up Talk Radio. Good evening, Lee. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Michael, and good evening to you. What a day this has been.
God, what a week.
It has
I mean,
been.
we probably say this every week.
We do, but it just gets better.
My favorite word, I just realized, because I say it so much, is wow. Because nothing ever ceases to amaze. I mean, it doesn't cease to amaze me, but I'm in awe of it at the same time. And it's just amazing the different things that just keep unfolding in life. Life is great.
Life is wonderful, and it is always a journey. And you always look for the best of that day and think about the journey that you can take with what you've learned in that day.
That is so powerful. And journey. We don't get anything all at once in this human form. Mm-mm. It is totally a journey, and sometimes it takes years to unfold a dream.
That's true. It does. But you just have to stay with it at all times. You just stay with the program of going right down the path of love and light, and it will always be there for you.
When the timing is right.
That's exactly right.
It's not our time. It's the divine time.
It's like a seed that comes into you whenever you come into this lifetime. And that seed is planted in the soul. And then it just keeps developing. It keeps developing with every moment of your life until it's time for it to totally bloom. And when it does bloom, it is up to you to go within yourself and to just go for the purpose that has been put in you to do, that you wrote yourself, with the presence of God that was right there with you saying, yes. You always have people around you at all times, the spirits around you, the angels around you, the ascended masters around you, and all you have to do is just go down the path, and they will always be around you.
You know what, Lee? Let's take a moment and ask the angels. I have people sometimes ask me to ask the angels to come in for them. Why don't we ask the angels? You can do this yourself, but we're in this incredible energy of the angels and ascended masters and all sorts of divine cosmic beings that we would like to send them out to everyone that's listening right now. Whenever you're listening, it doesn't matter, because this is all about intention. So I'd like to just ask for you, listener, just take a moment and just be still and feel the presence of the angels. Today is such about the heart and opening up our hearts and going deeper within our hearts. This week for me has been very much in alignment with continued opening my heart. And when you open your heart, it's not always it's sometimes painful when the heart opens, and it kind of stretches open, because whenever it opens, you're going to get something that's been stuck behind the closed doors is going to come up for you to take a look at. And I sure had some of those things going on this week with me. And I really, and I'm putting this out there to all of you, and I'm going to ask the divine to help each one of you right now to find something to appreciate, something positive to appreciate about yourself. There's always something, and it is so important to take time and nurture yourself. Bless yourself. I know a lot of us are out there doing, and sometimes even get in that, I'm not even doing good enough. Well, this is time to just sit back and find something to love about yourself, to praise, to appreciate. And whenever you do this, energy you put towards love will always be blessed by the divine. It will come back to you multiplied. And we just got a flash in here with one of the lights on that statement. Oftentimes we get confirmations. Wish you all could see the confirmations we get in here. And actually, before the show started, we have a green candle over there. And Lee said, why don't you light the Raphael candle? Because Raphael, the Archangel Raphael's energy is very much in alignment with the green, the heart chakra, about opening the heart and healing and all of that sort of thing. And he's really, since we lit the candle, the energy has been so strong. And I know Lee been over there getting a lot of messages from Archangel Raphael.
You can see that I've been very quiet here as Michael's been talking. He's looking at very fuzzy eyes.
Oh, it's funny. But we have such a blast with this energy. And this week, I'm going to get back to my week. Did we meet on Wednesday? No, it's Wednesday now. Sometimes the days just go.
It was Monday.
Monday. Okay.
Monday.
Gosh, Monday. I met up with Lee and we were helping a friend with her car situation. And anyway, all of a sudden, I just began experiencing some doors opening within myself. And it was through talking with our friend. I was asking some questions about what was going on with her. And I realized as I was asking those questions and she was answering that I was all of a sudden just understood her like in a whole different dimension. And from there, you just never know when things are going to shift.
No.
It just happens. I mean, it was the craziest time for this to happen as far as the human experience. You look at what was going on that day. So anyway, we were talking and these doors started opening, and before long, this energy of total divine strength and total focus came within me, and it completely guided me to go and put my hand on Lee's heart right in the middle of the front yard, right, with people looking at us from the front yard. And the energy just kept getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And there was not anything that would have mattered. I felt like when that energy, it kept focusing in, I could have gone through any wall. It was the most fascinating thing. And anyway, there was a situation that energy was helping Lee with at that time, and me as well in a different way. And from that moment on, then we went to dinner, and we went into total channel with, I'm going to call them the star people, beings from out in the cosmos. Mm-hmm. And there is so much of this activity going on right now. And the more that you attune yourself with the energy, the more that you become familiar, the star energy is so unique to the angel and all of these things. And one of the powerful messages that just came back in me for a moment is that as of Monday, we were told that within 10 days there was going to be a very, very dramatic shift in energy, specifically related to some of our purpose. But I was told that I needed to say this on the air. So for any of you, 10 days from this past Monday, which would have been the 19th, I believe, there is some huge opening that's happening here for us. So just be aware of paying attention and going with the flow.
It was very interesting because after Michael touched my heart area and we left, we were going out to dinner at a new restaurant. And so he's driving, and so we pull into...
I forgot about this.
So, I'm going to back this up a little bit, Michael. And he's just got him a new car, and it's just really a sweet car. And so he's going to this parking lot, and I'm seeing all these empty parking places. They're just on the right side and the left side, and he just keeps going right on by them. And then we get pretty much into the parking lot, almost to the back, and he says, well, there's no parking places. It looks like we might have to park here in the back. And I'm thinking to myself, we just passed about 10 of them coming in here, and he never even saw them. He never saw those parking places.
That was the most focused tunnel vision that I have ever experienced in my whole life.
Then we get out of the car, and so I go to the front, and they give us that little buzzer, and says it's going to be about 15 minutes. And so we go outside, we sit at a table, and all of a sudden it just came in just a wave of just stare at each other, just look in each other's eyes, because you're going to be able to feel the different energy that you have, and you're going to tap into his and he's going to tap into yours, because it's a totally different type of an energy field to it. And so we sat there and stared at each other until that actual little buzzer thing that they give us started buzzing. And that was probably about 10 minutes, I would say, 15, somewhere around there. I never remember seeing your eyes blink.
Wow.
It's interesting. And I don't think that mine blinked.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I think we were just staring at each other where we didn't even have to blink our eyes to even get the moisture back in them. And I thought to myself when we was walking in, because that buzzer kind of woke both of us up, I was thinking, what is all these people around us? They're just looking at us staring at each other across the table. And I thought, wow, what a moment. You never know when this will happen. Just be open for it. I mean, we have been in the energy of a Leo energy, which has been quite a lot of confusion with people. I mean, I've had so many people say to me, I can't keep my thought pattern together. I feel like I'm just totally out of sync. I don't know exactly what's going on with me. Well, that was Leo energy, because it's very confusing type energy as far as not keeping very much clarity within your own, head. And now we're into the Mercury energy. We just flipped into that last Friday. Well, this to me has been a totally different type of energy.
Yeah.
I'm much more laid back as far as calmness. I feel much more calmness this week. And I feel like I'm just very lackadaisical, and whatever happens, happens. I feel like a fairy, a little fairy that's just driving around in the car or whatever, and I'm smiling and laughing a lot. And I can tell you what else I've done. I live out on a golf course, but when I go down that street, down the street before you turn into the subdivision, I was telling Michael tonight, I said, there's a great big dairy farm out there and a lot of cows. And I just got this thinking about, okay, there's a stop sign right there beside the pasture, and there was about 5 cows there, and they were just eating away. And so the person that was in the car with me absolutely said to me, I bet you can't get those cows' attention. And I was sitting at the stop sign, and I said, I could tell you I can get their attention. No, I've never seen a cow get attention, no matter what you say, they're eating it. So anyway, I sit there at the stop sign, and I just made this great big moo. I mean, it was a loud one. It went from a bass to a treble of moo. And these cows lifted their heads up, 2 of them. The other 4 did nothing, but 2 of them lifted their heads up. And when I turned to the left at the stop sign, they followed me all the way around to the side of that pasture. Those 2 did, staring at me.
Wow.
Now that's energy. That was really an amazing thing. And I thought that he was just going to flip out of the car. He laughed so much. It was funny. I thought it was too, but I just felt like, everything has energy. Don't ever let that go. The table has energy. Everything has energy. It's just totally tapping into that. And I actually mooed well enough that it tapped into those cows.
That's
That was really funny. It was. Mm-hmm. And then another experience, I went to this kind of retreat type place up in Del Rio, and that was on Sunday. And there was a leaf that was actually there on the ground. I was telling Michael, I said, I took my hand and it raised completely up. And I carried that, and that leaf was just about 5-6 inches down below my hand. And I kept it on there, and it went all the way around the whole circle where I was walking. The leaf just stayed right in the same place. People in there, was about 20 of us in there. It was just total amazement. That's energy. Don't ever think anybody out there that you do not have the energy to be able to do what you want to do. The key is just doing it. Mm-hmm. Just absolutely go out there and go for it. And it will be some of the most amazing moments that would ever happen in your life. You don't have to be amused by going to movies or anything else. You can amuse yourself. It's an amazing time now. 2012, this energy is amazing.
You know, we've been talking a lot, like even today, about just keeping everything light.
Light.
Keep it light, not get too into too many details of everything.
Right.
I know when I do that, I'd have a tendency to get locked into it, and before too long, my thought pattern goes off of, you know, the abundance positivity train, and so I'm finding the more light, which is why we called the show Lighten Up.
That's right.
You know, it's about just keeping it light about every topic.
And that, I will say this again, so I've said it a couple of times, I think, but that was actually came into a dream. The actual name of the show came to a dream, and it was so vivid. I said to Michael, I said, this has got to be. This is the name of it. And while we're talking about that, let's talk about our TV show.
Oh, yeah. Y'all, we had a synchronicity around this whole thing. I went to see a friend last week sometime, and she was talking about, you know, the, community television, and didn't really hit me at the time, but then Lee and I went to the OMA gathering this last week, and we had two people go, oh, you all should do a show on community television or go down there and check it out. And so sure enough, we did. We went right on down there, signed ourselves up, and before too long, we're actually going in Friday to do some training down there for the equipment, and before too long, we're going to have us a video show.
It's going to be a video show, and we will be able to have the call-ins on the show, on some of the shows.
Yeah, we'll see
and see how that goes as well. And everything is going real well, so you'll be able to actually see our faces, and instead of just hearing us speak. And it's going to be a very interesting situation. And I was telling Michael, I said, well, now I've got to dress up to be able to at least be presentable when I get on the air. I can't look like I do now just on the radio.
Well, Lee, I just might put on a clown outfit with a big old red nose on it.
Well, that'd be fun.
Oh, gosh.
That's when I'll put him in front of that green screen, and I'll just act like that you're part of it, okay?
I'll be on the magic carpet.
You'll be on the magic carpet going by.
So that's going to be a fun upcoming adventure. We've also, and I know we announced this probably on another show, but we recorded our first house clearing. We're still working on editing the video, and we'll hopefully get that posted pretty soon. So we'll let you know when that video is ready. And we are also open to assist on any type of house clearing, energy clearing. If you know someone that's having trouble selling their home now, that's another good reason to clear your home of the old energies, and we'd be happy to do that. And we'll videotape it when we do it, so we can share the tools that are used for all you all out there.
Yep, we've been having some fun. Let's put it that way. It's been a very fun month for us, and we're looking for it to even be more fun, keeping on with the TV part of it. I think that's going to be terrific. This movement, this vision has only been here for a short period of time as far as exactly what we wanted to do. And it has been in just a fast movement type pace, which was designed to be that way. We've always had this passion to do what we're doing. Mm-hmm. And it's just all come together perfectly. There has been absolutely nothing but perfection in how this has happened. And we've been able to do whatever that we visualized. And I've got Raphael here with us tonight. And
there's the candle goes. It starts
the
jumping
candle's
when
going.
we
and
acknowledge him.
Is acknowledging exactly what it is. And we will always have this type of perfection of energy to where we can just go on and do what we're going to do. We also have when we came in today, there was a white feather as well that was sitting here when we came in.
Thank you, angels.
And thank you, angels, for being here. Also, there was an experience when Michael came in this afternoon, that there was some star type people that were here.
Oh, yes.
And
so glad you remembered to talk that story.
Did, and some star people, and we actually just had to, he took the sofa and I took the love seat over here.
They said,
and it was
remember
amazing.
they said, come with us.
Yes.
They said, come with us, and then you said, well, can we just lay here and you take us on the journey that you want to take us on?
Right.
And
also, we knew we had to be on the show.
Yeah. Who knows what that would have been if we said, okay,
let's go.
That would have been interesting. But anyway, when the vision, talk about what I saw. You talk about what you saw. When I laid down on the couch, I started really feeling this really strong energy. They were touching the chakra in between the heart and the throat. It's called the divine heart chakra that's been opening these last couple of years as part of the ascension process. And anyway, I felt them really touching that. And I felt when they touched that chakra that I saw these feigning visions of life in different, galaxies where these different star beings live. And the way that they live so unique from ours, the one that stood out to me at the time was that they didn't have a lot of the negative feelings that we have. I saw that everything was just okay. Like the race and the civilization, everything was just okay the way it was. Mm-hmm. And it just really stood out to me. So my thought with that was that has something to do with this divine heart chakra that's opening up within us and has been and is blossoming, is that sense, that ability to be at peace with wherever we are. I think there's some correlation with that. Then after that, I started seeing faces and full body views of all different kinds of beings. Some had big heads, some had little heads, some had big bodies, little bodies. Some look more like animals, and some look more like like a human type thing. And it was as if they were just showing us that there are so many different forms throughout the cosmos of beings in a physical form, and most of them are at a higher vibrational level, less dense than we are, and operate in that. And it just reminded me of just how silly even thinking that we have even had judgments of black versus white, or we know different races or whatever, because to me they were just showing that y'all are just hilarious to have those kind of things that have gone on your planet. We intercommunicate with all these different beings that look totally different, and there's a piece here, and it's time for planet Earth and all of the beings, the humans, to open up to realizing that they're just as perfect as we are. In truth, in the energy and the connection, we're all one. And so it was just an interesting, that was I guess a snippet of what I went through during that time. What about you, Lee?
I had a lot of visions. Well, first of all, the first vision was the one right here in the home.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention that one.
You forgot to mention that one. But that was, it came in from right around the corner. It was looking around the corner at us, and that's where it really started. And I think you recognized that, because I had my back.
I could feel the energy just pierce into the room.
Right. And I think that was just an awakening situation to make sure that we were good with that, because that particular one was very large and had a very big body and a big head and had all this.
Eyes.
The eyes was quite interesting, and I think it was the process. Okay, if you can deal with this type of look, because you really have never been around this type of look, then you can take the rest of it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, because it was quite a look. But so anyway, I don't know, maybe I said yes, we're fine with this. Come on, and so by that time, we're laying down, because normally what happens is the energy just has us just lay down. And so we just lay down and just took probably 15, 20 minutes, whatever that it was. I don't keep with time. Don't even think about time, really. And just kind of went through our heads of what all that it looked like. And what what happened in mine was just total faces. I think you just talked about seeing some bodies. I saw nothing but faces. It was like from the neck up faces was it. But it was just all types of different faces that was coming in that looked totally different. Some of them looked like us. More of a darker complexion or Indonesian or that type, you know. But some of them also was more of a look that I have not seen before. I think a lot of it could be star people and that type of thing. But I think that also, I agree with that was showing us that there's all kinds of different faces out in the universe. And Raphael's saying, yes, keep on talking. Keep on talking, Lee. There's a lot of different faces out there in the universe, and you just accept all people. And that's a lesson that where we at right now can learn that lesson very vividly. The purpose of a lot of the 2012 energy is totally for opening your mind and also having completion of any type of discrepancies that you have, any type of prejudgments that you have, any type of any of that you have, to just let it go. I mean, all this stuff, riff-raff, I call riff-raff on the news, all the riff-raff, I don't even listen to anything. Sometimes I hear a little nippet here or there. I hear somebody talking about who's doing what. It really makes no difference. It doesn't make any difference. And, you know, I have a very good friend that always says, you know, whenever this conversation takes place, that she always says to the people that come to her, she says, well, you know, who is your source? Because my source is God. And so you can't go to the source that you're watching on any type of news program, because that's not the source. Your source is God. And I feel the same way as far as a lot of prescription drugs. I feel a lot about all the different, I call it poisons, that you put into your body that alters any part of your mind, because you do alter that. A lot of the way the energy is flowing this year, whenever you're into a lot of those type of prescription drugs or just illegal drugs or whatever that is, it's just drugs to me, but whatever that is, then sometimes it alters your mind when you're driving. It alters your mind when you're even speaking to someone. I mean, you might say things that you would normally not say to you know, people. And I just really think you need to, that's a personal thing. You have to look at your own self. But there is you know, many people out there that's very, very sad. They're very mad. They're also very judgmental and very prejudiced. And this is the time to have the closure for all of that, for all of it. I've always felt like that the reasons why that I was actually led to somewhat of this area is because that I was here for purpose of putting a message out to what I just said. And it's all over the universe, not just where I'm at, but all over the universe. But there's light workers all over the world that puts out that same message. And I'm speaking right now to the light workers that's listening to this program. It is your purpose to do that. It is your purpose not just to keep your voices not heard. There's a lot of light workers that has said to me on numerous occasions, well, I just can't go there. People will think I'm crazy or this, that, and the other. Well, what difference does it make, really? You can call me crazy all you want to. That doesn't bother me whatsoever. Because when you're really into your true purpose of who you are, what difference does that make? I really could care less what you call me. I know who I am. And, I mean, that is one of the best feelings you can ever have in your whole life, is to really know who you are. And before you start judging everything else that's out there, the first person that you need to look within is yourself. Because my experience is that when you start putting all these negatives out about other people or other things or this and that and the other, you're never happy, you're in a scared mode, all of that going on, it is within you. It has nothing to do with the exterior or what you're talking about. It's you. So, you know, it's the time now for peace, not for judgmental thoughts, not for fear thoughts. You will always have enough of what you need. and to go within to know what your true purpose is, because it's sitting right there in that soul that came down with you. And it is totally time to go there and look at your own self before you start throwing the stones at anybody else.
Archangel Michael has some words for
Thank
you all.
you.
And children, you are safe. You are safe to fully step into your purpose right now. There is no better time than right now. And I would like to offer you to connect right now with the blue light of peace. I'm calling it down to surround each one of you right now, to totally fill your aura and every stitch of your mind, body, and soul connection. And let this blue light of peace, just allow it to go in and help you open the doors and the windows to connect to your true self. It is through peace, feeling the peace in every moment, connecting to the peace in every moment. And I cannot say that enough. You must connect to the peace in every moment to be connected to your soul. So at any time that you need a little help with this, call me in, and I will anchor this blue light of peace within your hearts, within your minds, and every part of you. And so it is.
And so it is. That was beautiful, Archangel Michael. I have the energy of Archangel Raphael. I'm asking all of the universal people in the worlds to please come together for peace and unity. It is up to all people to go out and to actually know who their neighbors are. Not to be judgmental, not to be anything but grace and love. The word grace has a lot of definitions, and the grace of God is always there for all. One seems to think at times that the only place is where each individual lives, or each individual, their circumstances. Open your hearts, and open your hearts for all. It can be the simplest things that happens in your life, of being kind and loving to all people, animals, everything that's out there, your flowers, your homes, the greatness that each one of you have to make all the changes that needs to be made within this world of light, hope, and grace. The spirit of all of the angels and all the heavenly beings is always with you. You're never alone. You always have all of us that is there, that's available to be called upon within a second of when you're thinking about anything that should not be of the light. Pay very close attention to how you're living your lives now. now is a very, very critical time in this world to really recognize who you are and the purposes that each one of you have. Think about the community that you're in. Think about the love of your neighbor. Take the leap and really look toward what you can do for people that is in a poverty state. The veterans that is out there on the streets that need your help. All that's there of any type of people in this world. There is a purpose and a job for you and each one of you to take on. This whole situation that you think that I hear from a lot of people at times is how woe is me type of thinking. The thinking is strength for all. Strength for all to find their own being and their own strength within them. And to join together as a group to heal everything that is around you and other people. I cannot express enough how important that it is to think about others in a kind-hearted way. Always. You will always have what you need. Maybe not in your own minds what you want, but you will always have what you need. That is God's word. And so it is. And blessings to all. Love and light.
Thank you, Raphael and Michael. And as I was sitting here listening, I feel the angels also urging all of you out there to be open to receive the gifts that are all around you. Just open your hearts to receive the blessings and the grace of all there is. There are so many more blessings than you allow yourselves to see. So we urge you to take notice of the blessings that abound all around you. You are all light beings, and we are here to assist you. So it is.
There is always a green light. That's how you can always recognize me as Raphael. Bring it up whenever you need an energy of love, healing, and softness with your own self. I love working with all hearts to create as much love and passion and mercy and total grace with each and every one of you. All you have to do is call upon me, and I will be there. And so it is.
Beautiful. I'd like to take a moment to, while Raphael was speaking through Lee, I was seeing and getting the message that many of you out there have been really longing to be able to see spirit, see, feel, hear more of the energy realms as we talk about on this show. And I'd like to ask our angels that have really been assisting us tonight, in particular Michael and Raphael, to just take us through a little meditation And for any of you listeners out there, you can play this back at any time to help you clear the energy within you. And if you just sit quietly, I'd like to just call upon the divine light to work its way down through your crown chakra on the top of your head. And as it goes down through the top of your head, it blesses and cleanses as it blesses every part of your energy field. And as it continues to go down, it passes through your third eye chakra, which is where you can see, your ability to see spirit lies. And as it works its way through the third eye chakra, just be willing to release any fears of seeing the truth in your life. And we let it just continue on down to the throat chakra. Clearing, opening, expanding the throat chakra. And as the divine light works to open up your energies, just be willing to let go of any fears of speaking your truth. And I said, be willing. Allowing that energy just to continue on down through your body, moving into your heart space, clearing, cleansing, and blessing yourself with compassion and love, being nice and kind and gentle to yourself. And any cords of attachment to anything around your heart, we ask Archangel Michael to go ahead and, with your permission, to cut any of those ties that don't serve you anymore. Love can never be severed, but any ties of fear, we ask that they be cleared around your heart, allowing it to be open, to stretch open a little bit further, so that you may feel the truth within your heart about all things. And moving on down that divine light into your solar plexus chakra, the seat of your power, your will. Clearing, opening, and expanding this beautiful golden yellow color of the sunshine, melting away any residues of fear of how powerful that you truly are. You are so powerful with love. And allowing that light to continue on down to your sacral chakra, your creative center, allowing you to feel safe as this light penetrates every crevice of this energy center, opening you up to create your life with beauty, grace, and total joy. And finally, allowing that energy, divine light, to move down into your root chakra, your seat of safety and security in all things, finances, your daily needs, feeling safe and secure in them. May this light cleanse away any darkness that has hidden in this space in your energy field. May every stitch of your being be blessed at this time, to open up to its greatness in every way. And with this, leaves you open to hear, see, feel and know the truth more than you ever have before in this lifetime. Feeling the roots of the tree of your human body anchoring into the ground, allowing you to be a rod of light from the heavens into this earthly body, a channel of the divine, so that you may go out into your day and share the wisdom, the truth, the love that you are created to do. And so it is.
Just as Archangel Raphael, I'm asking for all to please open up themselves for the green light of total healing in all. The healing will go through the top of your head chakra. It is now moving down to your eyes, to your speech, to where you will only speak the truth and love and light with all your means to other people, and kindness and mercy and grace. The green light is now going down to your throat chakra, to whereas you always feel peace and love with whatever that you say in any conversation with communications with others, as well as with yourself. I'm now moving down to the green light of all the cords that has been cut within you from Archangel Michael to the green light of total healing in the heart chakra, to where you will just have total love that is beaming out upon you to others, as well as loving the inwardly part of yourself. I'm asking for all to receive this now. I'm also sending the green energy down to your solar plexus, to where you will always have love and peace within a worldly look of the universe for all people. No judgments whatsoever about anything. Total blessings and love and healing in that area. I am now encompassing you with a green light around your whole body. Imagine it like you're in a bubble of green light that is totally circling you right now. Feel the energy of it going around you. It is being sent as we speak, all over all worlds and all universes. Total green light. Close your eyes and see the green light that's moving around within your body and around you. Total healing for all. Keep the energy thought patterns that you are a healed, well person in all things within your life. Heal all the different situations that maybe you've had with your family. Heal it. Any type of discrepancies that you have had with your voice or with your thought patterns, heal it. I am putting the light around you now to forgive it, because a lot of forgiveness within you needs the green light to forgive it and let it go. Within yourself and between other parties. I'm asking for all of this, for all of you. And always remember, you can always call on me, and I will be there within a blink of an eye. And so it is.
And so it is. Thank you, Archangel Raphael and Michael and all the other beings that are working with us here to share these messages of love and healing and all of that wonderful, wonderful cosmic light. And before we close up the show today, we're going a little bit longer than usual, but we're going in divine timing, as always.
That's right.
I received, or actually, yeah, it was a friend of mine sent me an email and asked, she has a friend whose dog passed on several months back, and she's been very much in sorrow about this dog. And the dog's name is Cisco. And so she asked me if I would, tune in. And now that we're doing this show, we were happy to do any of these type of things if y'all send us questions. I'm going to take a moment to tune into this dog and share any messages for, I believe her name is Susan. And let's see what comes on through for Susan from her doggy that just crossed over, Cisco. And it's really fascinating because the first vision that I got was this dog sitting right over here waiting to speak through to Susan. The dog says she wants to acknowledge to Susan that Susan was its mother. She keeps saying, Mom, Mom, I love you. I'm with you all the time. And I miss running circles in the backyard. She keeps showing me circles. She's doing it in heaven, but she knows that on some level that you are missing her and running those circles. She also shows me a red ball. She had a favorite toy of some sort that she acknowledges that you would play with her. She says, Mom, it's really time for you to take care of yourself. You've been really sad and you're not taking care of yourself. Please take care of yourself. I'm perfectly okay right where I am. And if you take some extra time to take care of yourself, you would feel me circling right around you. I'm doing it right now. And it's cute because the doggy it keeps showing me cheese, like it liked cheese or had some sort of cheese treat that it used to get fed. And it shows a blue leash of some sort. It looks like a leash, like it was taken on walks with a kind of blue colored leash. And it had a fascination with a cat in particular that comes up. There's a cat that comes up, and I'm interpreting the cat and the dog that there was some kind of fascination between the two, in particular with this dog Cisco. And Cisco is encouraging its mother Susan to go ahead, and it is okay to get another doggy. It's going to help you go and pick one out. It's time for you to pick out another friend to bring you joy and keep you in just the light mode. I'm asking Cisco if there's anything else that he has for his mother right now. He says, get some rest. I haven't been sleeping like normal. It's important to take care of yourself, Susan. And with that, we'll call it good for this evening.
I would like to say one more thing.
Go for it.
I would also, to keep on the same type of topic, to make sure that you support your animal shelters.
That's lovely, Lee.
There has, today I took a whole great big bag of cat food over to the Jefferson County shelter, and I definitely would encourage everyone to be able to do that. We want all of our friends out there of total companions of ours. I have 2 dogs and 3 cats myself. And I would entertain that you totally go out and support your animal shelter with some type of financing or food or just love of going in there and giving all that you can to the shelter. They are totally needing people to do that all over the world.
You know what's funny, as you were talking, Cisco is barking so loud, just constantly barking, and it's almost like he's banging on the back door of a house or something, like let me in kind of thing. But I think it feels like it is total confirmation of what you were saying, and also appreciation for us communicating with him today.
And we thank you so much.
Thanks, Cisco, for being here with us.
This has been a great evening for both of us. We thank the archangels that came in to speak. We thank the blessings and the grace that we have within ourselves to be able to do this. We're very excited about the TV experiences we're going to have as well.
Woohoo!
And we cannot wait to be able to connect with you guys again within this week.
Lots of love,
and
you
lots
all.
of love.